It's time to do some work, putting on some basically bald non-marking tires because the tires that are on the unit are completely bald. So they're just like a little bit bald, you know, just a little bit. They don't have any non-marking left, so I'm just gonna toss on some of these, and then we're gonna cut these ones off, get them re-foam filled, brand new tires, and then bring them back to the customer. So it looks like the rim actually came loose on this one, and it's destroyed. See how it's all shiny and ovaled out there? This one too, it's more of an oval there. So basically they're kind of wrecked, but I'm gonna replace the nuts because the studs seem fine. Except for this stud that's been broken. But these ones are all nice and still going, so don't need to replace them. But it looks like we're gonna have to find a new rim because you can't put that back on. You can't foam fill a crappy rim. So that's gonna be hard because these are actually old style because it's an older Bobcat, but hopefully we can find something that'll work for them. But it does look like it's the only one, thankfully, that did that. So we're going to just put some new nuts on because the nuts are totally destroyed. I don't know how the studs held up, but replace the one stud. Gonna see what we can do. So it's gonna want to tilt back, so level it out. It's good to go. You can take it if you need it. Yeah. So we have a front tire of backhoe that we're going to be taking off and replacing. We have to take it off because it's a reverse mount. Sometimes they're nice, sometimes they're not nice. This time they're not very nice to me. It's not horrible. It's got a decent amount of tread. It's looking kind of bumpy. It's got lots of slices and cuts. The other side's brand spanking new, so that's probably why they want it changed. I also think there's a hole in my compressor somewhere. I think it's actually in the tank, not in any of the hoses. I hear it, and it just completely empties as soon as I go to the next site. So I'm gonna have to look into that. Hopefully it's repairable. Now, it would in fact be nice if it wasn't so muddy around here, but what can you do? Got this bead breaker stuff. I think you're supposed to put it in a different bottle because it comes out kind of fast. Gotta let it sit for a couple seconds while the sealant drips down to the bottom so it doesn't go everywhere. Make sure it's going the right direction. Some of this Remy stuff. Beautiful stuff. So sealant's still good in this tire, so I'm just gonna switch it. Not switch it, but just refill this one with the old stuff. Might as well get another tire life out of this sealant if we can. You always gotta seat the bead first before you do this though, because otherwise it'll just fall out the back. So that's why I did the blasting first. Found the leak in my compressor. Probably gonna have to fix it. Looks like it's the release valve for the water in the tank. See how it's a little crooked? It's supposed to be straight there. It's probably the fact that it was already an extension onto the thing and it was digging into here and then probably hit a solid tire onto it or something. So I don't really want to touch it or twist it because I just know it's gonna blow and I won't be able to use my compressor at all. So we are just going to leave it for now. And yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get a part for that. So there's the old one, kind of sideways. And that's what it's supposed to look like, nice and straight. So we're gonna put this back together, put it back on.
You gotta watch out with brass. Brass is very weak metal. And the compressor's steel. So you got brass against steel.
So we built a little contraption that should work now. And it's now pouring rain, so it's time to go home.